warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to rock and roll. Here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Cousins looking to put it up right away. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Play action. It's gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener. And they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Goff on first down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Goff now looking to throw.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete.
They're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. To throw is Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down Vikings.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. Ooh, with a juke. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tariq Carpenter. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for the breakout drive to come to them. They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Smith catches left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Gone. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 49 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Packers 7, Vikings 3. Jonathan Garibay will take off.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They find some open field here. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. I think when the surprise kicked in, the result, short pass downfield, that ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And credit the tackle to Theo Jackson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, now allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Vikings with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, it's Jones.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Goff on third down. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. To throw is Goff. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second and 10, Goff. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing again is Goff. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end
end zone and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run the counter with Cook.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to? But this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Being chased out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's able to find Melton. And it's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Nwangu now for his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a give running left is DeWangu.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run now for DeWangu. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Goff going to throw it.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And got his man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Packers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.